What an unbelievable start to the season for the Buffalo Sabres. I mean, you have scored 3 goals in 3 games, and now you start 0-3. Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks, for sticking with me to watch this heaping dumpster fire. What an unbelievably gutless performance in the third period where you give up 3 unanswered goals. 3 unanswered goals. This is a team that has playoff expectations. Playoffs, they say. Playoffs. I mean, this is really bad, Jason. This is horrible to start the year. You cannot reasonably expect to make the playoffs by starting 0-3. You can't do that. Yes, and, Kevin Adams, I'm so goddamn happy that you failed to get a scoring winger onto this team. I'm so glad that you failed to make any offseason additions to help this team that is starving star power, star forwards, guys that can carry and take over a game. I'm sorry, but Tage Thompson cannot do it anymore. This is a full season last year where he was a shell of himself, folks. A scoring winger would be more than helpful. Expecting Zach Benson, who scored, I'm sorry, I love Zach Benson, but he scored 10 goals last year. 10 goals, and you expect him to take over in top 6 duties. You get rid of Jeff Skinner, and you don't replace him. You get rid of Casey Middlestat, and you don't replace him. What, Ryan McLeod replaces him? Ryan McLeod's career high in goals is 14? I believe it's 14 goals. Our core is not a core. We have good pieces, but we do not have a centerpiece. Tage Thompson is not the centerpiece. Alex Tuch, not the centerpiece. Neither is Dylan Cousins. Neither is JJ Peterka, Jack Quinn. None of them. None of them are your star forwards. You have your star demon. You have Owen Power and Rasmus Dahlin. But I'm sorry, why the hell is Henry Jokiharju still on this hockey team? Why did we ever sign Connor Clifton? Why did we not revamp our decor? Because on the goals that LA scored, it was the defense. It is the same crap that hurt the Sabres last year. And these are the kinds of games where if you're Buffalo, you lost last year, and you missed the playoffs by 4 games. And they're right back to their losing ways. They're losing these gritty, low-scoring games. Why? Because they get goalied. But it seems to me, and to everyone that watches this team, that they get goalied every single game. And that's unacceptable. At some point, you have to look yourselves in the mirrors, guys. And you have to realize, maybe you're the problem. Maybe, just maybe, you're not that good. And Kevin Adams, it's been rumored that if the Sabres do not make the playoffs this year, that there will be major changes again within the Sabres organization. Yeah, damn right. This was the year, traditionally, according to the plan, that the Sabres would be making the jump. And they're no better than before. Lack of additions, a stagnating roster, which, by the way, happens. It happens. When you keep the same group of guys around for 3 straight seasons, they're bound to stagnate. They stagnated last season, and for some goddamn reason, Kevin Adams refused to see the writing on the wall. He stuck his face in the sand like a goddamn ostrich this offseason and said, no, 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 no. I'm not going to do nothing. Nothing. You lose 2 games to open the season in Prague. You're 0-2 before anyone else has even played a game. You come back to your home own ice against a Kings team without Drew Doughty, with a very mediocre Darcy Kemper. You not only make Darcy Kemper look like Dominic Hasek in his prime, but you only fail to score 1 goal. 1 goal again. And I can't tell you how many scoring chances this team had. But these guys are chokers. They are losers. They are losers. We don't have the talent. And don't even get me started on the power play. You can talk about only scoring 1 goal. That wasn't even at anything strength. But to go 0-4 tonight, 0-4 on the power play on Saturday against the Devils, 0-3 the day prior on Friday, you have a problem. You have a massive problem. This power play, at least tonight they got established, but normally they can't win a faceoff. They can't get over the blue line. They have no high danger scoring opportunities. None. Absolutely none. And it's embarrassing. Yeah, Lindy's back. I'm glad we didn't hire an outside voice. I'm glad we didn't hire a goddamn outside voice. Is Lindy seriously your outside voice, Kevin? Or are you just playing it safe because he's your old buddy? You used to serve on the same coaching staff as him. This reeks of boys club culture in Buffalo. They keep recycling the same old retrends again and again and again. Familiar faces, nostalgia picks. Same guys coming back, no new additions. And this team was mid last year. This team looks even worse than mid this year. Is that to be surprising? No. When you take away a goal scorer like Jeff Skinner, like Casey Middlestat out of your lineup, of course. Oh, but Don, Jack Quinn is coming back. Jack Quinn missed the majority of last season. And he hasn't looked all that good to start this year. Zach Benson is still only 19 years old. Yuri Kulik is 20. You needed experience. You needed an experienced winger. No sense of urgency. I love that phrase. No sense of urgency. And because of that, this team, which they're imploring the fans to please come back to the arena and support us. We got you this time. The crowd supported this team tonight. It's embarrassing, but it's not surprising. Everyone could see this coming. The lack of progress made to this team and significant regressions to guys that we now have locked up long term. Dylan Cousins, non-factor again. Tage Thompson missed far too many opportunities for me to really be happy with his performance. When Jason Zucker is your most impactful forward, Jordan Greenway too, you're not going to win many hockey games. And yeah, Rasmus Dahlin has been nowhere. I have not seen him. I have not heard from him to start the season. And you know what? We're going to trade guys away at the deadline if we suck. And it sure damn well looks like this team is going to suck again. The plan was for Lindy Ruff to come in, give a natural jolt to this group of underachieving losers, and then have Seth Apper take over in 2 years. Kevin, you dumbass. This team is in the midst of a 14-year playoff drought, and you're talking about stability. You want that? You want that? Then start trying to make moves that looks like you're even trying at your job. And I've gotten criticism in the past for saying that Kevin Adams is scared to make a trade, that it takes two to tango. But maybe, just maybe, he's holding on to prospects that A, will never see the light of day in Buffalo because we have so much albatross garbage-ass players here. And B, because they're not that good. If they were that good, they'd already be here. It is an 82-game season, but this team is embarrassing. They've already proven themselves to be that. Jesus. There is, no sense of accountability. None. These guys still aren't backtracking all that well. It's embarrassing. This team is embarrassing, folks. They really are. They suck. And shame on me for having just the smallest inkling of expectations. I thought maybe, hey, with my rose-colored sunglasses on, hey, maybe This team could be better than mid. They were mid under Don Granato, and Lord knows Don Granato was not a good head coach. He was a good transition head coach, but not a good permanent head coach. Maybe if they got a really good coach like Lindy Ruff back in, it'd be okay. But no. This is, yeah. I mean, wow. I just, shame on me. I guess shame on us Sabres fans for believing, trying, wanting to believe in this team again. But once more, this team has continued to suck the living daylight out of us. All the living daylight. I don't want to stream this team on Saturday night against the Panthers. I don't. Not if they're going to play like this. They're going to score one goddamn goal. It's not going to win you hockey games, you jerk-offs. When are we going to get a real GM? I'm asking the same question, Jason. Joe. Yeah. Adams has always been way in over his head. I loved his drafting. If there's one thing you can credit him with is that he knows how to draft. But it doesn't matter about drafting because this team needs to win now. Now, not in 10 years. We've been hearing that crap for so long. So long. Now. Right now. Terry Pegula, this has always been his pet project. But he's running this franchise into the ground, and I'm afraid the Sabres fan base cannot handle another 5 years of losing. They will be gone, and they won't come back. And this franchise won't come back. We're getting to that low of lows. Yeah, it's just, it's so frustrating, folks. But this team is not that good, and I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of the losing. I'm sick and tired of the bad starts, the excuses, the lack of accountability, and the constant getting goalied. At some point, these guys just have to tell themselves that they're not that good. And Kevin Adams, he didn't see it. We all saw it. But not him. Not him. Oh, but J.J. Peterka didn't play either tonight. Doesn't matter. The same crap was happening with him in the lineup in Prague. Maybe the Sabres are the White Sox of the NHL. God, I don't know. We're 0-3, and we're certainly on pace to just absolutely get blown out. I'm so glad we locked down this entire team. Thank God. But anyways, yeah. It's just